What's going on, guys? It's Michael from GPURisers.com, and today we're going to test out NBminer's newest release, 39.6. So, welcome back, guys. I wanted to release this video before diving back into the RTX 3090. So, I know we're a little bit late to the game here. However, NBminer released a new version, 39.6, which again increases the hash rate of these light hash rate cards. Now, I know I've talked a lot about the RTX 3070 Ti, the potential for it, and in some of my videos a few weeks ago, I mentioned a couple times that I do believe that these low hash rate locks on these cards will be unlocked further. And I believe NBminer's 39.6 does exactly that. So right now we have two 6-card rigs of the 3070 Ti. We have a third one that we're currently building now. And we have an 8-card 3060 Ti LHR build that we're doing as well. So this newest update from NBminer is great news. As you can see here, the LHR modes are now increased. And a huge issue that we've had here on these LHR cards, particularly the 3070 Ti, is the large fluctuations in hash rate that they do generate. And so to show that here, I'm going to pull up one of our RTX 3070 Ti rigs. As you can see here, it shows 289 megahash for 6 cards. Now, if you look here, one is getting around 30 megahash, and these are all the Zotac Hollow Amp editions. So if you're looking at the screen right now, you can see that a lot of my core, clocks are off here. And so I only had 5 going during the day just to, decrease heat a little bit. So I am going to reset this rig before I switch over to NBminer. But that said, on a good day when everything is working, these do get around 56 megahash, 55 megahash, right in that range. So you can see in my other 3070 Ti rig, I do have GPU number 5 off. But these numbers right here are accurate. 54.8, 55.1, 55.3. They do jump around a little bit, but this would be the best example for what these cards generate currently. So let's switch back to the Zotac Hollow Amp editions. Now you can see here, the second one jumped up to 46. That's why the wording right here on their newest release, the first bullet point here is higher hash rate and more stable LHR unlocking. And it seems like stability is a huge thing for these cards. So I'm very excited to go ahead and test that out right now. So that said, let's switch the settings on here. So right up here on MinerStat, I'm going to click Edit Config. So right now I have TRexMiner enabled. I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to NBminer. And here you can see that it is version 39.6. So now that we have NBminer enabled, we're going to go ahead and click Save Changes. Now that is saved. Let's switch back. So now it shows here that it's switching to a different mining configuration. I'm not going to reset this mining rig. I think it will be fine. I think it will download the newest one and update. But if we start running into some issues, I will go ahead and perform a reboot. So let's go ahead and click Remote In. So here we're remoting in. Sometimes you have to click Reload Console. Sometimes it doesn't like it so much, but let's see if it'll let us in this time. So it seems like we're having trouble remoting in. I'm going to go ahead and reboot this rig, and we'll be back in a second. Alright, so guys, it looks like it might be something on MinerStat's side. I'm unable to remote into it, but let's go ahead and see where we're at. Now, right off the bat, it looks like we're at 56.75 megahash, and I really only have the memory clock to 2000 on these cards. In Windows, that would be kind of an equivalent of 1000. So I feel like that these cards could be pushed a little bit more past 2000. And so the increase really on the 3070 Ti using the new NBminer is about, I would say, 1.5 to 2 megahash per card. That's not as much as I was expecting. However, the stability is key with these cards. Now, I do believe the LHR versions of the 3060 Ti will have more of an improvement, but we're going to have to wait and see for that. For now, I'm just excited that I can see all of these cards stay in unlocked LHR modes rather than jumping around, dropping hash rates, and everything like that. So, that said, a 2000 memory overclock is not nearly as high as these cards can go. I had to bump down the overclocks down to 2000 to maintain stability. So if this new release of NBminer is more stable, then I should be able to increase the memory overclock, which of course a memory overclock directly impacts the hash rate on mining Ethereum. So let's go ahead and bump this up about 200. Here I will replace 2000 with 2200 and click Apply. So as you can see here, it looks like a lot hasn't changed. It did just start booting up, so all these numbers should even back out to about 57.5. So we did gain about a half mega hash. So actually, while we're doing testing here, I'm going to go ahead and remove the core clock and keep it at 0. And at the same time, let's go ahead and jump this up to 2400. So as you can see here, it looks like we already dropped one card with these overclock settings. So I'm going to go ahead and bump this back down to 2200. So since we did drop a card messing around with these overclocks, I am going to go ahead and reboot. All right, guys, so we're back. Anything above 2200 seemed to just garner, very bad results. So we went ahead and put it back down to 2000 on the memory. I'm not really sure why that issue is happening. It might be isolated to just one or two of these cards that are having problems, and once one drops, I think it starts to have, issues and makes the whole rest of the rig unstable. But that kind of testing I'm going to do at a later time. So that said, the results are not as great as I thought they were going to be. However, that said, the stability is more important to me than, a couple more hash on each card. So for that, I'm happy and I'm excited to see these new versions of miners come out. Now, what's nice about all of this really is, TRexMiner takes their dev fee or developer's fee. NBminer also takes a developer's fee. Claymore, Phoenix, they all did as well. And what that means when it comes to this is now that everyone switched off of TRexMiner and is now mining with NBminer because of the improved hash rates, that just means that TRexMiner now is going to be working on a new one as well. And that kind of competitive behavior between the two groups of people that make these miners just results in a better program for us miners to use. So my theory on this is the next update might be one from NBminer again that further stabilizes this, but likely it will be a new TRexMiner that comes out that either matches this kind of stability or improves upon it. And again, as my other 3070 Ti videos, I've gone into many, in-depth conversations with you guys about this. I do believe these cards will get better and better with time. So that said, I'm going to go ahead and switch my other 3070 Ti rig over to NBminer. So that way I'm getting a couple more mega hash and also a more stable rig. So that said, guys, thanks for stopping by. I will be doing more testing with NBminer across, different cards. The RTX 3060 Ti LHR build will be the next one that I build. The one after that will be an RTX 3090 build. So I will be using NBminer's 39.6 on the 3060 Ti LHR build. Of course, something else better comes out from TRexMiner or NBminer, or who knows, maybe one of these other miners will come out with it. So again, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope everyone that's watching this has a great rest of their day, and we'll see you guys next time.